Good evening and welcome to another edition of Morehead Today. I'm your host, David Ray Gillum. On today's show, we have Student Government Association President Mr. Andrew Abbott and Executive Vice President Ms. Caitlin Farhat. We also have Spirit University's Gary Hale, and for a musical guest, we have Benton Ward. Stay tuned, you're not going to want to miss this, only here on Morehead Today. Welcome back to Morehead Today. Please welcome our first guest, the new SGA President and Executive Vice President, Andrew Abbott and Caitlin Farhat. Hey, Caitlin.
Meet you. Good.
How's it going, Andrew? Good to see you guys.
You too.
So you guys have some new positions over there in the Student Government Office, correct?
Yeah, just stepped in. Was sworn in this past Thursday. We're both real excited, so ready to get going in the fall.
Awesome. Well, tell us a little bit about what the election process was like for coming into your all's positions.
Okay.
Well, we decided that we were going to team up and run together, and so we put together some campaign posters and distributed those about, and then got voted in.
Awesome, awesome. Well, what are some of your all's plans for the Student Government Association this semester, or for next semester?
One big thing I want to do, it's come to my attention that SGA isn't as well known as we would like it to be. This week's past Trailblazer, the campus newspaper, had a segment in it where the students were saying, I'm not exactly quite sure who the SGA president is, I'm not sure what they are capable of doing. So one thing I want to do is really get the word out to the student body and let them know that we're here for them. You know, without them, there is no SGA. So we want to know what they want and work off of that.
What are some of the ways you plan to do that?
One thing I want to do, one group of students that I want to hit is the athletes. I know that sometimes the MSU student body doesn't support our athletes as much as I believe that we should have. So that's one thing I want to hit. I want to ask them how they believe that we could increase attendance at their respective games. Another one being going to various student organizations and things of that sort to say, hey, what would you like? I'm here to help.
Caitlin, now you are the Executive Vice President of SGA. Tell us a little bit about what your job entails.
Basically, my job is to be there in case Andrew can't attend anything or to fill in for him. And I'm also there for the committees that we have. We have 4 separate committees in SGA. We have a Funding and Awards Committee, a Student Life Committee, a Campus Involvement Committee, and a Public Relations Committee. And so I sort of oversee those committees to make sure that everything is going smoothly, everyone's working together, and it's all one big, efficient organization.
What are some of the things that you're going to expect out of those committees this coming term?
Well, each committee has certain guidelines that they're supposed to meet, different aspects for them to participate in. But one thing that I really want to do is make SGA more personable. I'd like for people's personalities to come out and to actually know each other as people instead of I'm in this committee and I'm in this committee and Andrew's the president and I'm the executive vice president. I'd like it to be a more personable experience.
Awesome. Well, we have to take a short break, but we will be right back. Stay tuned. And welcome back to Morehead Today. We are here with our first guest for the day, the SGA President and Executive Vice President. We have Mr. Andrew Abbott and Ms. Caitlin Farhat. Thank you guys again for coming on the show today.
Thank you for having us.
MSU kind of has this reputation of being what they call a suitcase college, and that is where students a lot of times like to go home on the weekends. Is this an issue that you all plan to address during your term in office?
Absolutely. That will definitely be one thing that we will hit once we go around to the different student organizations, get their input on what they would like to see go on campus during the weekends, what they would want to see. So if that would be athletic events, whether that be something that the university holds just periodically throughout the semesters, something like that. But we're not really sure exactly what that's going to be. We do hope to figure something like that out, though.
Well, in order to have all of this done, you're obviously going to need your Congress members. Now, have those Congress members been elected yet?
No, not yet. We'll do Congress elections in the fall.
Tell me a little bit about how that process works out.
Basically, anyone can sign up to be a Congress member. They can campaign if they like, or depending on how many people are running, depends on whether it'll be contested. And then there's regular elections, just like with the executive members, that'll be sent out through your Eagle mail, and that's how they get selected.
Now, what is you said you've talked a little bit before the show about a student court that you've talked about. Can you tell us a little bit about the student court?
The student court is a group of students that handles any disciplinary issues within the university. If a student were to come and have an allegation placed against them, this student court would be called up to have a meeting, just a basically hearing, as they would just in an everyday courthouse. And they have done a very good job in this past year, and we're also looking for students that are interested in doing that this coming semester.
And how are people selected for that?
I actually do the appointing for that. Anyone that is interested, I will speak with them, sort of like a short interview process, and I will appoint those students that I feel best fit the positions.
Awesome. Well, how does one actually get involved with student government? Obviously, there is an election process for the members, but how do they go about that process? How do they start that process?
Well, we have tons of ways to get involved. I don't know if everyone knows, but our Congress meetings are actually open to anyone, so you don't have to be a Congress member to attend. So any student could come, sit in on one of our meetings, see exactly what it is that we do. They can participate in our discussion section if they've got any announcements or anything that they'd like to share with us. And we also really encourage our students to be very active and going to different events on campus. So just trying to join our SGA culture would get a lot of people involved and help build the organization.
Do you know when your meetings are going to be scheduled for? Have you decided that yet?
We would like to stick with Wednesdays. We like the middle of the week, but that is yet to be determined.
Awesome. Well, guys, that's all the time we have. Thank you so much again for coming on the show today, and we hope to have you on again soon.
Thank you for having me.
Sounds great.
We'll be right back with our musical guest, Benton Ward. Stay tuned.
Hello, 006 here. Today I'm going to be showing you one of my favorite gadgets, the Eagle Buck.
Beaker bucks are a cool gadget to use on campus, anywhere from vending machines to the bookstore. They are even accepted at restaurants around Morehead.
Beaker bucks are way safer than cash and have gotten me out of many sticky situations. Until next time.
Welcome back to Morehead Today, and please welcome our musical guest, Mr. Benton Ward. Hello, Benton.
How are you today?
Doing well. How about yourself?
I'm pretty good.
So you're going to sing a few songs for us today.
Yes, sir.
Looking forward to that. Tell us a little bit about the music that you play.
I actually play a few types of music. I'm actually a traditional music minor right now, so I play traditional music, and I'm also the praise and worship leader at Chi Alpha and also at my church. So I play contemporary church music too. So.
Awesome. Well, how long have you played music?
I've been playing since I was 17. I'm 25 now, so about 7 years, 6 or 7 years.
Cool, cool. So is this something that you want to do after college, or is this so? Yeah. What are your plans?
My plans are I'm actually doing ministry school right now too, and I'm planning on becoming a praise and worship leader at a church somewhere in Kentucky.
Awesome, cool. So what kind of music inspires you?
Praise and worship music. I really enjoy praise and worship music. That's pretty much what my main goal in life is to be a praise and worship leader.
Any particular artist?
I like Jesus Culture. I really enjoy Jesus Culture. Also Bethel Worship and Hillsong United.
Cool. And what is your actual major in college?
Communications.
Communications.
Speech and communications.
Cool. Well, we'll be right back, and we'll have you playing songs for us. Stay tuned.
Yo, why are you looking at bags, bro? What you need is a chick magnet. You put me in your room and boom, chicks. That's what I'm talking about.
We're back to Morehead Today with our musical guest, Mr. Benton Ward. Benton, what are you going to play for us now?
I'm going to play a song by Bethel Worship called You Are Good.
All righty. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Benton Ward.
I want to sing it out from every mountaintop. Your goodness knows no bounds. Your goodness never stops. Your mercy follows me. Your kindness fills my life. Your love amazes me. And I sing because you are good, and I dance because you are good, and I shout because you are good to me. And I sing because you are good, and I dance because you are good, and I shout because you are good to me. Nothing and no one comes anywhere close to you. The earth and oceans deep only reflect this truth. And in my darkest hour, you shine as bright as day. Your love amazes me. And I sing because you are good, and I dance because you are good, and I shout because you are good to me. And I sing because you are good, and I dance because you are good, and I shout because you are good to me. In my darkest days, my heart will proclaim you are good, you are good. In the sun and rain, my life celebrates. You are good, you are good. And I sing because you are good, and I dance because you are good, and I shout because you are good to me. And I sing because you are good, and I dance because you are good, and I shout because you are good to me.
Welcome back to Morehead Today. Please welcome our next guest. He's an MSU alumni as well as a member of Spirit University. Please welcome Gary Hale. Hi, Mr. Hale. How you doing?
Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you for coming on the show. Spirit University is doing a concert this Saturday. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
That's correct. This Saturday will be the inaugural event for Spirit University. We are going to be hosting and promoting a Christian concert at the AAC. We'll have a band, a very popular band called the Newsboys will be there. The Newsboys are a Christian contemporary but rock band. They've been performing all over the world, all over the country for the past 25 years. And in Christian contemporary music, Christian rock and roll music, they're probably one of the top bands in the world, and we're really lucky to have them.
Awesome. And the concert is promoted by Spirit University. Can you tell me a little bit about Spirit University and what that is?
It's an idea that was actually conceived in the kitchen of our church. Myself and a youth pastor, we were kicking around the idea of that we would like to bring a top-notch youth event to this area, including a youth conference and a big-time concert. And that's exactly what we have done. So many times we always had to load up on a van or a bus and travel to Knoxville or Nashville or somewhere like that for a Christian youth event and a concert. And we just wanted to bring that same type of event here to Morehead.
Well, how did you go about booking the Newsboys? How did the process work out?
It was kind of a strange story. We attempted to start out a lot smaller than we did. We wanted to have a smaller, I hate to use the term mid-level band, but that's kind of what we wanted to do. And things worked out, and we actually had one band, and their contract fell through with us. And then we landed on the Newsboys. Their promoter, their agent, called us, and they were available that day. And little did we know, the pieces just kind of fell together, and they're going to be here Saturday.
Awesome. Well, tell me, how do you feel like it's going to be a big turnout on Saturday? I
think so. I mean, this band will generally, in this type of setting, they generally will draw 1,500 to 2,500 people. We would love to have that type of crowd on Saturday. We have really tried our best to spread the word with radio advertisements and interviews like this, newspaper articles. Also, we hope to have a good turnout with MSU students. Speaking of that, just 2 days ago, we started a promotion for MSU students. Any student that wants to come can purchase a ticket, buy one, get one free. And that's not available to anybody else, just MSU students with a student ID. They can purchase a ticket, buy one, get one free, so you can come watch the show for $10.
Awesome. Well, I'm sure Spirit University is busy with all the programming aspects of putting the concert on, but do you all have any future events coming up that you have in mind?
Well, we're trying to take it one step at a time, David, and our goals are lofty. We hope to do this type of event in other cities, and especially here in Morehead again next year. But as of right now, we're going to try to get through Saturday and hope we survive.
Awesome. And tell us again, when is the concert?
The concert will be this Saturday at 7 p.m. at the AAC. Again, the doors open at 6 o'clock. If you're going to attend the show, you may want to get in line a little early to try to get a good seat. It's general admission. Speaking of that, I actually brought you a couple of free tickets.
Oh, cool.
I hope you'll
thank you very much.
Join us, so.
Well, we greatly appreciate it.
The concert, again, this Saturday, 7 o'clock. For all MSU students, if you'd like to get the buy one, get one free deal, those tickets are on sale at the Baptist Campus Ministry and the Methodist Student Center. They have the tickets there, and you can get one, buy one, get one free.
Awesome. We're looking forward to it.
Thanks a lot, David.
Thank you so much. And that's all the time we have, and thank you so much again. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back to Morehead Today, and we're also back with our musical guest, Mr. Benton Ward. Benton, what's the second song you're going to sing for us?
It's a song by Jesus Culture, and it's called One Thing Remains.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Mr. Benton Ward.
Trials and the change, one thing remains. Just one thing remains. Your love never fails and never gives up. It never runs out on me. Your love never never fails and never gives up. It never runs out on me. Your love never fails and never gives up. It never runs out on me. Yeah, your love never fails. Goes on and on and on and on it goes. For it overwhelms and satisfies my soul. I'll never ever have to be afraid. One thing remains, just one thing remains. Your love never fails and never gives up. It never runs out on me. Your love never fails and never gives up. It never runs out on me. Your love never fails and never gives up. It never runs out on me. Yeah, your love never fails. Yeah, your love never fails and never gives up. It never runs out on me. Your love never fails and never gives up. It never runs out on me. Your love never fails and never gives up. It never runs out on me. Yeah, your love never fails. In death, in life, I'm confident and covered by the power of your great love. My debt is paid. There's nothing left to separate my heart from your great love. Your love never fails and never gives up. It never runs out on me. Your love never fails and never gives up. It never runs out on me. Your love never fails and never gives up. It never runs out on me. Yeah, your love never fails. Yeah, your love never fails and never gives up. It never runs out on me. Your love never fails and never gives up. It never runs out on me. Your love never fails and never gives up. It never runs out on me. Yeah, your love never fails.
Breaking news. Events happening in Morehead. Special guest. Weather updates. There when you need it. Channel 77. News Center. Thursdays from 5 to 5:30.
Welcome back to Morehead Today. Please welcome our segment producer, Mr. Travis Burgess.
Hello, Travis.
Hey.
Good to see you again.
Yeah.
Everything going all right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good, good. Tell us a little bit about what you have for us today.
Well, I went out onto campus, and with summer only being a few weeks away, I just asked people about their plans for the summer and if they're graduating, like what they're going to be doing once they graduate. So,
did people seem to have a good response, or were there a lot of people kind of undecided?
Well, a lot of people like that I personally know, they're going to be serving at camps all over the place, so they'll take up a majority of their summer. So they're all pretty excited about that, and
Awesome, good deal. Well, we're going to take a look at that right now.
I'm going to work Camp Caleb in Flat Gap, Kentucky. It's your Christian camp.
My plans for the summer is hopefully to get a job probably at either Kohl's or Kroger's up in my hometown area, and just kind of get money, work on saving up for my engagement. I'm getting married in a couple years, so financial support,
So this summer I'm going to be traveling down to Costa Rica with my international friend Jose. Met him here this last semester, and so he's going to take us down there. We're going to do a little whitewater rafting, and he's just going to let me meet the family and hopefully make some good Costa Rican food and just have a good time down there.
I'm probably going to go to Yellowstone this summer to work. You know Yellowstone National Park? It's northwestern Wyoming. And I'm going to end up working out there for like 3 months as kitchen crew member, probably just serving food to people or preparing food, whatever they sign me up with. And I ended up signing up for online, like through job online application. Didn't think I was gonna get it, but turns out they called me, and now I'm headed out there in like a month to go work out there.
Some things that I'm going to do this summer include blobbing kids and throwing them into the pool, but also talking about Jesus.
It's going to be an interesting experience, I think, because I've never done anything like it before. I mean, I've been to summer camps and I've had jobs before, but nothing like 1,000 miles away from home. So I'm looking forward to it. And I'm going to be by myself out there too, so it'll be interesting.
I'm head cabin leader for the guys area, and so I'm going to be doing things such as leading Bible studies with my other cabin leaders, and also teaching kids how to play football, maybe do some archery and fishing. I don't know. It's going to be exciting though.
My plans for the summer are actually I'm going to be working at a Christian camp called Crossings. It's up in northern Kentucky. And I actually get to be a videographer. So my job essentially is filming highlights, just going around different stations at the camp, filming things, and then at the end of the day I put a big highlight video together, and then the kids get to watch that. And so that will be really fun. I just get to hands-on experience, and we'll see where the Lord leads me, so that's about it.
And that's going to do it for another edition of Morehead Today. Special thanks to our guests, SGA President and Executive Vice President Andrew Abbott and Caitlin Farhat, as well as Spirit University's Gary Hale and our musical guest, Benton Ward. Be sure to tune in same time, same place next week, only here on MSU TV, Channel 77. But until then, Benton, play us out.